Hi, my name is Emily Church, and today I will be telling you about the Babylon Public Library, which is my hometown library located in Babylon, New York, on Long Island. Just a little bit about the Babylon Public Library. It's a small school district library located in Babylon, New York, which is on the south shore of Long Island. It was founded in 1895, and it first started as a community center and then eventually became a library. It serves the tight-knit Babylon Village community of about 11,500 residents. And on their website, they state that their fundamental mission statement is to serve the information needs of the Babylon community, and also state that this mission statement hasn't really changed since its founding. The exterior appearance is very welcoming and friendly. In the spring and summer, they have a beautiful flower garden right out front. They rebuilt and expanded the entire library about 15 years ago. When I was growing up, it was about the size of a trailer. There are some seats and benches available outside to make it more friendly. There's a clear sign on the front of the building telling patrons that it's the library. There are two parking lots available, one behind the building that belongs to the library, and then a Babylon municipal lot across the street, which is non-metered parking. Neither are really ideal locations, but parking is pretty hard to come by in Babylon. And there's also a convenient DVD and CD book drop boxes located out front. Inside the library, one of the most popular features is the reading room, which has ample seating and a fireplace. Many patrons like to sit here and read books, magazines, and newspapers. In the vestibule, when you first walk in, there is a display case that changes monthly. Usually it features historical artifacts from Babylon's history or installations from local artists. It's always fun to see what it will be each month. There are 6 study tables with outlets located on the main floor of the building. The carpet, paint, and furniture are all clean and updated, and there's calm lighting throughout. As for ease and use of access, there are 2 wheelchair ramps in the front and back of the building. There's large walkways in between the tables. However, I feel like the width between the stacks is a little tight for a wheelchair to fit through. The computers are at a height that allows access for all. And the library is only 1 floor, so they don't have to worry about having an elevator available. The ramps are enough just to get into the building. And what I also think is nice is that the library is located next to a group home for adults with special needs, and they frequent the library and take advantage of the services they have to offer. And they're very accommodating to them. Some special features of the library. There is a large children's section with ample space for toys, books, and all the children's programs that they have. There's also a smaller young adult section that's located in the back of the library near the reference desk. There are 2 community rooms. One is a large multi-purpose room that's used for adult programs, and the other one is strictly for children, located off of the children's room. There's a small computer lab with 10 computers that are mostly updated, as well as printers, copiers, and fax machines. And there's also a large DVD and CD room that I see a lot of patrons taking advantage of. For signage and displays, the library hours are visibly posted on the doors outside for patrons to see when they walk in. There's also a large electronic message board behind the customer service desk that constantly changes with library and program updates. There are also 2 community bulletin boards in the entrance, as well as revolving plastic racks for community flyers. You can submit a flyer to be posted on the bulletin board or in the rack, and they'll approve it and put it in there. There are also a few directional signs to various rooms, but I thought that they weren't as clear as they probably should be. There is a large customer service desk that is visible the minute you walk through the door. You can easily see the librarians and the indoor drop box also. And as you can see in the photo, behind the desk is the virtual screen that I mentioned in the past slide. There's also a smaller reference desk that's located in the back of the library, which is not as visible, but it's close to the computer lab and the study desks for any patrons who need assistance. And the children's librarians are obviously located in the children's room. After examining the physical facility of the Babylon Public Library, I have a few suggestions for improvement. The exterior of the library is good. It's easily accessible for all and complies with ADA guidelines, and it's very clear that it's well maintained. Every time I go, there is one maintenance man who is working so hard to make it a beautiful building. Inside the library, it's a good setup. The only suggestion I have is that the stacks may be a little narrow for wheelchairs to fit through. I would also suggest to add more effective signage. Aside from the large customer service desk, there's not many other signs directing patrons to other areas, which could be confusing. Also, as Professor Binman said in the lecture during week 4, children's areas should take up about 30% of the facility, which it does. This being said, the young adult room is very small and not very welcoming to bring teens into the library, so they may want to do more to entice teens to want to hang out at the library. All in all, the Babylon Public Library makes the most of a small space and a small budget, and it's definitely one of the centers of our community here in Babylon. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation on the Babylon Public Library.